This is Math 7, Section 3.5, Factoring Algebraic Expressions. So far, we've kind of learned to factor simple things using the method of factoring. So we're going to try that with the bar model. Let's represent 2a minus 4. So we have two a's here, and then we have a negative 1, a negative 1, a negative 1, and a negative 1. Now, this is arranged so that the negative 1s are together and that the a's are together. So we have this and this. However, kind of like if we were to box them like this. However, if we were to rearrange, we could put them in groups like this. So we could say an a here, negative 1 here, negative 1 here, an a here, negative 1 here, and a negative 1 here. Since we divided into two groups, we simply divided everything by 2, and that's our least common denominator there. And that gives us two groups, so we need 2 multiplied by everything inside, because there's 1, 2 groups. Inside, we have a minus 2. And so we could say this is equal to this. You could also do it in another method. That was method 1. Method 2, you could say 2a minus 4 equals 2a plus negative 4. That is equal to 2 times a plus 2 times negative 2. So notice we're just taking out the same thing of each, taking out the 2. And then we bring the 2 to the outside and we say a is on the inside. Negative 2 is on the inside, and that becomes our answer. Same as this one up here. Let's try this with another one. Method 1, and it says 3a plus 6b. So to represent that, we could say 1, 2, 3 a's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 b's. A's and b's. And we want to divide this into as many groups as we can. So we could break this up into a group here. And over here, to divide this into also 3, because there's 1, 2, 3, we would have to take 2 of them. Because 2, 2, and 2, that's into 3 groups. So we're going to make that into a b, and a b, an a b, and a b, and an a, and a b, and a b. So we've just taken this and we've divided it into 3. Therefore, we can say we have 3 of everything. They're all the same, and inside there's an a plus 2 b's. And that would be how you'd find that. This way. You could do it with method 2. 3a equals 6b equals, 3a plus 6b, sorry, equals 3. We've taken out the 3, so 3 multiplied times a, plus take out the 3 there. This becomes 2b, because 6b divided by 3 is 2b. So it becomes this, and that's equal to 3a plus 2b. Same thing. Try this with an example. Example 14, factor the expression 3x minus 9. You can do it with whichever method that works better for you, but here's method 1. So we have x, and then we have a lot of negative 9s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, our least common denominator is 3, so we could divide that into 3 groups. And each one's going to have 1 x. And to divide this into 3 groups, each one will have 3. negative 1, negative 1, negative 1. Notice they're all accounted for here. So here we have 3x minus 9. Here we have 3 groups of x minus 3. Let's try this with method 2. 3x minus 9. We can say that's equal to 3x plus negative 9. Now if we take 3 out of each of those, it becomes 3 multiplied by x plus 3 multiplied by negative 3. So we take the 3 out of both, and then the inside becomes x minus 3, and it is the same as that one up there. Try this in guided practice. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to factor algebraic expressions with negative numbers. So far we took out positive numbers like 3 and 2, but here we're going to take out ones with negative numbers. So it doesn't work as well with the bar method, but we can do it with method 2. So by the time that this starts making sense to you, you don't have to draw out the bars every time. So we have negative x minus 2, which is equal to negative x plus negative 2. Notice we're keeping the plus, but we are making both of them negative. So you want to turn this sign into a plus sign. Then we can take out actually a negative 1 because there's no other number that goes into both of these except for negative 1. So negative 1 multiplied by x obviously is negative x plus negative 1 multiplied by 2 is obviously negative 2. So those become true. Then we can take out the negative 1. In the parentheses we get x plus 2. And then you could even simplify this further because multiplying this times negative 1 is the same as just having it times a negative number, so it becomes negative x plus 2. Okay, so we're just turning this simpler because now instead of 2 negative signs, we just have the 1 out here that could be distributed back in. Example 15. A, negative 2x minus 3. So same thing as up here. We're going to turn this into a positive sign, or a plus, and into addition. Negative 3, and that's going to equal negative 1 times 2x plus negative 1 times 3, which is equal to negative 2x plus 3. Let's try B. Negative 4a minus 8. Negative 4a minus 8. So let's turn that into addition. Negative 4a plus negative 8. Now, the least common denominator is no longer just negative 1. It's actually negative 4, because each of those could be divided by negative 4. So we could say negative 4 times a plus negative 4 times 2. So then on the outside we get negative 4, but on the inside we have a plus 2. My a's and my 2's look very similar. Okay, negative 4 and then a plus 2. Go ahead and try that on guided practice 4, 5, and 6.